by 10 minutes late, but Fujitsu is going to in charge of this session. Thank you. With respect to today, I'm working at the GIGA School Promotion Office, and my name is Noichi. How is the learning to create the future? That is the title today. Now, ICT is to be implemented at schools. Now, I would like to start to discuss over what we are going to do. This is today's agenda item shown here. In here, I do believe that you use two letters. One is draw, the other one is write, different Chinese characters. With most of the case studies, we see that there's a separate usage of draw and write. Therefore, I'm going to focus on to discuss. Let me firstly to share my own introduction at the educational occasions to schools or school-related institutions. I do go there to have a discussion. Maybe I have been in this educational area for about 17 years. For example, there is a future school promotion business by MIC, and also the learning innovation. This has already started 2010. Fujitsu Group was in charge of the west side of Japan back then. And we're working together with those people who are now the students of some of the schools. And Fujitsu is supporting some learning project, not just the here schools in Japan, but also Bangkok. What is the disruption to create through this ICT, and what is the good compatibility with ICT? We are always on site to see what is happening now. Today I'm going to talk about what is effective, what we have to focus on. In addition to that, what Fujitsu's role is. That is something that I'd like to focus on for today's session. Now, this is the first year of learning of ICT. I'm sure that you are aware of the sea change. Now, MIC provides some subsidies, and there is a GIGA School concept. It means that for students at elementary school and high school, junior high school, we are trying to deliver tablet per person. Actually, we had the plan to spend 4 years. However, due to the COVID-19, we have accelerated the speed. Now the schools are implementing terminals. The network should be constructed probably next spring is the timing that these tablets could be in use. So that will be the first year of ICT. Here is the realizing the GIGA School. And this is the standard of the learning in Reiwa era. And therefore, as a hot topic over the news, tablet per person is taken up. So when Fujitsu has started this, about 40 years ago, ICT implementation was taking place at schools. First of all, the personal computer class to learn how to use a personal computer. That was the starting point. And that is the FM Town. I think some of you are aware, know this. This is a multimedia personal computer. This is the starting point. Now, to draw directly onto tablet, which is available about 15 years ago that we were able to launch. Now it has been very much in compact size. It's 10-inch in size. Something that is specialized for schools, we are trying to pursue. And there are 5 generations, and we made some changes. Now, at last, 2020, with 2010, we wanted to deliver 1 tablet for each. However, last year, we were able to provide 1 tablet for 5 people. But this year, at last, we were able to deliver 1 tablet per person in 2020. So for the next 5 years, I'm very much looking forward to it, how it would change. In terms of the learning occasion, it's not just terminals or tablets that we provide. However, we are helping develop educational vision. For example, space for learning, or when learning is done by the student, it should be done by exploring, challenging, and collaborating. So we shall give assistance when they challenged. The other one is the collaboration, how we will be able to connect them. The other theme is the creation. Those are the four areas where the Fujitsu created the booklet to share the information of this learning. Now we would like to focus on the cast ideas into shape. What is the current status and how it will be developed in the future will be now discussed by myself. What is easy to understand is utilizing this commercial. Two ways. One is drawing, the other one is writing. Good afternoon. I'm a bird and living in the school. Likewise, them. On the globe, there are many talented children who will be conducive to the society. Therefore, I would like to have them to get involved in the advanced technology. For Fujitsu, through the ICT, we are aiming to provide a better environment. So utilizing the school tablet for the next gen, helping for the accumulating knowledge and also to develop the expression capability. Now mutually they are teaching, educating themselves, and that is something for the children who are conducive to creation of a future. Now I would like to see more of the pleasing faces of children. So this is the commercial. Now you have found a different scenery. First of all, I would like to talk about casting ideas into shape. In this commercial, you found that it is connected with lines. When you work with the keyboard, that is not just the way to utilize ICT at schools. For example, draw pictures or connect with lines or put a ring around or write down arrows. Now you had seen parrots earlier. So the scenery to write with own hand, this is something Fujitsu put some effort. Unfortunately, under this realization of the GIGA concept, one tablet per student is in place, but there's no pen, but tablet and touch panel were available. So I wanted children to use a pen to draw or write. Once we introduced into schools, so what they can do, well, they can take photos. First of all, the teachers are taking pictures for different classroom sceneries like the gymnasium or the science and so on. And also it will be archived for what you did today. For example, this is the diary for the loofah. So this is something to be documented in a new way. By connecting with ICT or by utilizing ICT, these are the newly found ways to use. It's not limited to here in Japan, but this is the high school student class in Thailand, and this is the lessons for innovation to put into ideas. So by group, discussion was held and it is deepened. And they are discussing maybe this type of technique or technology is helpful, or this is something that helpful for improvement. So it's not just the expressing through ICT, but something that could be shared. That is a strength. For example, deepening ideas or to expand ideas is moving forward. Or what we see is that the children will express what they think it is most optimal. This is the experiment. Something that could be right in handwriting better, then they will do so. And if they think that taking pictures are more comparable, then they will do that. When they make presentation, they would think of what is the best way to express, and that is selected by children at their own discretion. And besides these approaches, for example, to write down on papers in handwriting, it is also recommended. It means that what they think it is the most optimal way to express, then they will use that. For teachers, they will learn how to use as a knock. This is an example of Fukushima school. At first, once it is implemented, it is often said that it is used for the purpose of PC.
So they try to design the classes using 4PC, but as they start to use, then they can get how to use it. And the left side, this is a training, and children draw pictures of their face, and by looking at the mirrors, and sometimes the proper position of the parts are not drawn. However, once the PowerPoint has a face drawing, then write analog and digital way of hybrid writing is available by tracing the face of the picture on the PowerPoint, so that the children can learn the structure of the faces. So both pupils and teachers are spending about half a year to get to know how to use these devices in the best way. So we started with drawing, and individual ideas are now connected through networks. So children and teachers can be connected, and the ideas can go outside. So this is the major part through ICT, and high-speed network will be more and more available. And there's still some network issues. So once all children's tablets start to move, then there should be a bottleneck in April. So maybe the bottleneck is resolved as time goes on, but the 5G is coming, so sometimes that bottleneck will be eliminated, and ICT and network will be available, so individual ideas are put on the network so that those ideas can be shared in the entire class or worldwide, so that the deeper thoughts, new ideas, and new interests will be generated, so that the probably pupil entrepreneur might be born. And next is writing of opinions and thoughts. And first grade, second grade of elementary school students cannot use keyboards. So maybe the keyboards start to be used by the third grader, fourth grader. And at the elementary school and high school, the handwriting is continue to be necessary. So solving problems and writing thoughts, the handwriting will continue to be used. And trial and errors are done. And on the paper and pencil, the using eraser demotivate people. But on the tablet, it's easy to write and erase, so that children can think while trial and errors. And pupils who are too shy to speak in front of others can express their opinions on tablet. And this is intended for individual optimized learning. So in order to realize that, this program is ongoing. So everyone's participation in the class is very important. And in the demonstration trial, there was a surprise for me that pupils' sentences are becoming more and more brief. On tablet, that is for showing others, so the children start using colors and they make their sentence more brief. And this is an example of a school. And they write down their thoughts, and the people their opinions are shown it can be shared. And there was a pupil who didn't write their thought. However, on a class, all matrix are filled. So everyone wrote down their opinions. And by using the tablets, those who are not good at speaking can start to express their opinions. So the introduction of ICT caused pros and cons. However, I saw the benefit of introducing ICT in this demonstration class. And the data usage. This is the demonstration example with Nara Educational University Elementary School. And testing. This is just right or wrong. So that the flags are attached for right answers. But by looking at the comments of students, we can understand how the degree of their understanding. So the teachers can check the degree of understanding of pupils by visualizing their comments, and that can be reflected in the design of the next classes. So data utilization will be more and more available. And the individual's ideas are accumulated, and those accumulation of data can be used for recap for students, and also the pupils' learning data can be accumulated as well for using such a data. And in the previous session, Inada-san of Atama Plus and a panel discussion had a similar discussion. Probably maybe there will be no borders between the cram school learning and the public school learning. So each children's learning can be accumulated and shared so that the learning at the cram school and the learning at school and at home and online, all these learnings data can be shared and accumulated in future. And I have talked about the benefits of ICT learning and what does Fujitsu do. Let me talk about what we are doing in Fujitsu. And this theme is what we can do for learning. Of course, for supporting learners, we can provide secure environment and also network and application devices and also other spaces for connecting ideas and technologies. We have a total support to provide. And today, the devices for thinking without stress and the application supporting learnings are what I would like to focus on today. And the handwriting will continue to be important. And the business model was first one. So the business model device was started to be used at school first, but it was sleepy. And in order to have a pencil paper feel, our developers thought about many things, and the friction change continued to be improved so that the pencil feel is now realized, and there is a corner for you to see, so please look at that. And this children is good at combining digital and analog. So they make a line with a ruler, and the line appears with latency. The Fujitsu don't want to compromise on that, so we are trying to reduce latency between pen operation and drawing, and also we are trying to reduce parallax so that the children can focus on drawing and writing without stress, and we make it possible with the technology of Wacom. But not only for that, in this model, this has a pencil shape. It's a hexagon shape, so the thickness and the shape are similar to pencil. We have tried some samples. Do you know a triangle pencil for children? And the hexagon pen, we made both prototypes to check which one is easy to use. And then children tested them, and the hexagon was selected as a better one, so that and the tablet the pen can be inserted into the tablet. And not just the surface and the pen, but also another issue have existed, such as reflection of the fluorescent light on the screen, and also the tablet shouldn't be slippery, so it shouldn't be fall from the desk. So that such an aspect need to be taken care of as well. So we provide a total support, and a teacher can use red pen, and color pens will be also available. So blue pen available as well. And made in Japan at Izumo factory, we produce our products in Izumo factory, so that spirit of Fujitsu's manufacturing group is shown, and to meet the needs of many people, including myself, and all people are involved in this school tablets production, and I'm very grateful for their efforts. And also application side, in the digital drill conventionally, the answers were selected from some options, but the teachers make paper-based worksheet and small tests, and these are what we would like to reproduce as they are. So the handwriting answer is put on the tablet, and the automatic scoring will be possible. Fujitsu Research Institute developed an engine for auto scoring of the test, so that the route was difficult to recognize. However, all these mathematic type of symbols can be recognized, and each one of the students' conditions can be visualized, and that data can be utilized to improve the work style of teachers. And the paper-based drill are reproduced, and we would like to apply automatic scoring drill so that we provide what we call PENMA, that's individual learning support. So this is a vision of Fujitsu. We don't stop learning, and learning can continue by connecting people and places, and at home, and community, and parents, and library, university. So all these places, the learnings exist from elementary level to the lifelong education, and we would like to support with our hardware application and platforms so that everything that we would like to provide.
Earlier, as to the handwriting, this is something that I was talking about. What is written outside of the box, or something that I write down like this and then check if it is right or wrong. It is automatically rated. I'm not able to write cleanly. Now, this is the stroke-based rating. Now, where it was written and it was erased, or many times it has been written, and this is something could be seen by the teachers. He or she would learn that students are writing many times, and that is also available. And to know, at Fujitsu, hardware and platform included, we do have the vision for education. If you have anything to ask, would you please utilize this QR code? For example, if you'd like to have the booklet of Hajimete Map or the educational vision of Fujitsu, we are happy to share with you. Now, work together with Fujitsu. Now, through the education, Fujitsu we would like to create the future, to create the occasion for people to address dreams. So the elementary school, junior high school, and high school, there is some sense that this could be utilized. So how the learning occasion or environment is going to change, please do watch with us. Apologies that it was a delay in terms of the giving a presentation today due to the equipment adjustment. But this concludes my presentation today. Thank you.